Hey y'all. Wait on some people to get in here. I have a few things to say about what's been happening the last couple of days. Hey Tabitha. But I want to wait and see. Let some people come in. Hey IBL. Terry. I did talk to Incredible G. We have talked. Hey Mad Max. And I do think there was a lot of miscommunication. And here's the thing. I know that, and this is what this is the conclusion that I came to. I know that he said he didn't watch my, hey Amanda. Hello. Hey Diane. Thank you, Diane. Thank you. He's going to be on. I sent him the link. But here's the thing. I know what it is. I know what it feels like for somebody to attack you for your past every time that anything said about you, that's what's brought up. Hey Dee. Hey Evelyn. I know what that's like. So when he seen the title of my video, he did assume that that's what I was talking about. And when you do have a past and you're on social media, it happens all the time, over and over and over. That's what people do. I know Mad Max. I messaged him as well because I hope that they can talk too. Hey Ash. Because I think from the standpoint of being a recovering addict.
Hey.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes. I was just explaining to them that we talked and that I can understand that you would assume that I was attacking you for your past because, like me, that happens to you all the time as well.
Right.
You know? And then, somebody said in the comments that Craig was just defending me against you. And I told him, that I talked to you about that.
Right.
And I do hope that you and him can talk, but that's between you guys. I do hope that you can talk.
Right.
Hey, Judy.
No, I don't have drug charges. Oh my God. I've never done drugs a day in my life. Only thing, the most that I've done is smoke a Blackie Mile.
But here's the thing. I don't think it matters. Let me turn my phone off.
Yeah.
I don't even think it matters what somebody's done in their past. That's my total point of the whole situation. And people, it does get old for people attacking you for your past over and over and over, and you got upset, and we talked about it. And I do think you made a mistake, but I do think that I made a mistake as well. We're all human and we make mistakes.
Right. Yeah. I do believe that, and all I wanted to do was have a conversation, and I said some really bad things. That's why, like last night when I got off, I was telling you over the phone, like I had got a real bad headache because I know I'm a great person, and like I told you, with anyone that's in a corner, or feel like they need to defend themselves, there's no limitations to that. And I'm sorry again, Stephanie, because I wouldn't want someone to say the things that I said to you about my mom and about my sister, about my niece. You know what I'm saying? Sister, but I got close, female friends or whatever that I call my sister. But I just, I really am, grateful for the things that I've said. And like you said, it gets old when people bring up your past and, all the time.
Yeah.
And,
and when you are on social media, that's what happens.
Yeah.
I know that personally, you know what I mean? So I'm not saying it's right what you've done, but you were angry, and that's the way that you reacted, you know what I mean? And we all, when we're angry, we do make mistakes.
Right.
And like I told you, on text messages, if nobody ever forgave anybody, if
Mhm.
somebody comes to me and says they're sorry and they're truly sorry, I'm
Mhm.
gonna forgive them.
Right.
You
Absolutely.
know?
Absolutely. And that goes back, like, even with Real Stream News, even in the past, like, like I said, even with the Trisha stuff, when I first got on, I didn't know everything she had done to people. You know what I'm saying? And I
Yeah.
found out that by trying to, I'm the type of person, Stephanie, where I'd like to I like to give people a chance for myself. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times people experience with certain people may be different from the experience that you have with them. And that's where I went with the Trisha situation. Then Trisha did some stuff to me that was like, wait, what I'm saying? Like, wow, that's a lie because we live streaming, people saw that. Even, people just knew that what she had done was not right. And it kind of goes back to people was trying to tell me from the get-go, of who this, who she was. And I didn't listen. And so that's even so when all of that stuff happened, I apologize to a lot of people and I made up with a lot of people, even like, with the Real Stream News guy. I understand we talked about that earlier. I apologized to him and I didn't slam him or degrade him or belittle him because when I apologized to him, I was sincere about it. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And I
Mhm.
wasn't go back down that road that I had just left from and that I apologized to him about because I was genuinely sorry,
And I genuinely think that he sees this from his perspective of that he's a recovering addict. You know what I mean? So he's seen it from that. But there is two sides to everything. And you seen it as, you were just being attacked again for your past. And
Right,
that's how you
right,
reacted. So
right,
there are two sides to every coin. And unless
right,
two people just talk, you can only see your side, right? Like until
right,
you talk, you only seen your side and I only seen my side. And we weren't going to move any further than that.
right, exactly. And just like even with the Jason thing, and I told you, everybody don't know the full story behind all of that. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I just, I really, I'm just very, defensive. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, should be. You should have your guards up at all times. And just like people in the chat are saying now, just be careful. And I give you that respect. Stephanie. However much time you need. That's the same thing I told Real Stream News when I put the chat up the other night. Well, last night. I give you that time. You know what I'm saying? But I'm really a great person. And shout out to Diane though. I'm really
Yeah.
great, and I know how to own up to the things that I've done and the things that I've said. That's why I believe that so many people can be hurt and but that same person can forgive a person and move on from that.
Yeah.
And all it was a conversation that we had and that we needed, to apologize and to make up. I'm not saying we'd have to be best friends, you know what I'm saying? But we have peace with one another, going forward, knowing that, that there won't be any more issues. Because I don't have issues with you, you
Right.
know.
And here's the thing, right? Too, if you apologize to somebody, that's one thing because certain people, like the one that you talk about on your channel,
Mhm.
has apologized over and over, right?
Right,
But
right,
if
right,
you apologize and do the same shit, that's one thing. But if you apologize and you do different, that's a different thing, right?
right,
You
right,
know,
exactly. Exactly. It is a different thing. You know what I'm saying? When there's a repeated cycle, you know what I'm saying? I mean, even with the Captain Napton lady, and I told you on the phone, I said she did respectfully take it down,
mhm.
and I told you this morning that I, called my attorney and just told them, no, I don't want to pursue it. I just want to, leave it alone. You know what I'm saying? And I do that. I understand people have their opinions and they're entitled to their opinions. But what worries me the most, like for example, when I was saying the things that I was saying, that was my opinion. You know what I'm saying? It may sound like there was a fact, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't have any proof that you were still doing it. It was just, a fact opinion that I had. You know what I'm saying? And even with Captain Napton, when she gave her opinion, and everybody has a right to their opinion. And I'm just gonna respect people's opinions and just, do me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna respect people, let people have their opinions. We're all public figures, especially those who vlog and who blog and or whatever. And just gotta respect people's opinions and you just have to be careful,
Well, and yeah, and here's the thing. Whenever you first come into a community, it's hard
Right,
to get used, like, it took me a long time to get used to people saying this and that, you know? But
right,
people are gonna say stuff, but it took me a long time. I've come
right.
a long way, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we've all come a long way. Stephanie, I thank you for forgiving me, and apologizing, and me apologizing, and just hopefully we can. Well, I ain't gonna say hopefully. We're past that. Was yesterday. Leave that in the past, and 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 move on to greater things. I know some of your people may not like me still, but that's okay. But because I respect that, what I'm saying? I respect that people take up for you. You know what I'm saying? I
Mhm.
respect that people are going to defend you. Especially me coming into this community. New or whatever. You know what I'm saying? When I came into this community, I really honestly just came in, because Trisha wanted to do a little show. You know what I'm saying? What I was trying to do was help this lady get away from all of the stuff that she was doing to so many people and try to do something positive. You know what I'm saying? And then I was getting toe up for that. I'm talking about toe up. You remember I told you on the phone, the internet is undefeated. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's people in the comments that would tear you to pieces. And of course that didn't go well, or whatnot, what
Right.
happened. And so, all I want to do is, talk about fun stuff and deal with fun stuff. I can't do this drama community. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
just can't
well,
do it.
you have a good personality and you're entertaining. You don't need the drama.
Yeah,
You
no.
really don't. And
Yeah,
I listen, you guys, I told whatever you guys can think whatever you want about whomever you want, obviously, but I'm just saying for me personally, I've talked to him and I don't want to hold a grudge against anybody in my life. I don't. It's not healthy, it's not good, and it's not productive for anybody.
right. Yeah. And thank you, for that, Stephanie. It takes people a minute to get over things. I just think with us, it was just a lot of misunderstanding. It was just a lot of misunderstanding, and we
I
was able
really
to.
I wish though that you and Craig could talk because I don't want him to feel like he is left out, like he was taken up for me because he's seen what happened to me, and now, me and you have talked, and he's still an asshole because you
Right.
know what I mean? I just don't want him to feel like that. I wish that you and him could talk as well and move.
Right. Right, absolutely, absolutely. And like I told you on the phone, it takes time. Everybody, it takes time. You know what I'm saying? It really takes time. And I've always been open to Craig. I've told him, like I said, when I genuinely apologized to him, that's why when he made the video, I didn't go on a Twitter rant, I didn't go on a YouTube rant. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to, since this is what people do, is go on YouTube and go live and put things on. I'm still learning. Then I wanted to put my side up. You know what I'm saying? When you look at the messages and the conversations that we've had, you kind of wonder what happened. You know what I'm saying? You kind of wonder what happened. And you're like, wait, what happened? I thought we were good, not even cool or friends. I thought we were good. And I just, I didn't go back to where we came from, because when I told him I was sorry, like I'm telling him, I'm sorry. You don't have to worry about that no more. I'm sorry. So I apologize. I didn't watch the video. All I looked at was not credible G. You know what I'm saying? And I'm
Mhm.
like, what is it that I'm not credible about? Everybody don't know the real story, with this guy that lives in my community, who stalks me, who I have a no contact order against, and who the judge has put so many, sanctions against him, and he has a way of going around those things. You know what I'm saying? And like I told you, Stephanie, when do you know for a person to get charged with cyber stalking for talking about someone? You get what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
live in North Carolina, I live in North Carolina. Like what we're doing, like what we did yesterday, talking about each other, that stuff is all civil. That's not criminal at all. That's not talking about someone is not cyber stalk. You know what I'm saying? And I try to tell people, don't get caught up in the charges of a person. A person being charged does not mean they've been convicted. So everyone has their day in court. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to let it play out. And, I've already won this, you know what I'm saying? Because it's unconstitutional. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And, that's the thing. Other than that, what have I done or said that wasn't credible? You know what I'm saying? And that's where I went along with it. That's why I was upset. And you know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, I totally get it. But like I said, actions are actions, and
yeah,
just
right.
do your thing and show people what you're really about.
Right, absolutely. They just chewed all there. So hopefully, your people can can you know ain't nothing that I did was worse than what Trisha did. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think what I did come close to what hurt. Close to what hurt. Yeah, I've said some very bad, ugly things, but good gracious, and I'm definitely not a male version of her. Definitely not. Um, but things did get low and go low, you know what I'm saying? And I think, even when person defending themselves, that person that's defending themselves don't believe there's a limitation of how low you can go, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I like I said, Stephanie, last night when I got off, I felt really bad because I was like, this is not me. This is not me. It's not me. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
I don't want to put myself out as a person of being that person because it's not me. You know,
Yeah.
it's just not me. And I know it's going to take you more time to it's going to take time. And I give you that time, you know what I'm saying? But if you ever need anything, I'll donate, support your channel, and support everything you have going on. You know,
Well, and
lurk.
here's the thing too. With me, I'm not going to, even if I do not like someone, I'm not going to sit and bash them over and over and over. I'm just not going to do that.
All right,
That's what I try not to make my channel. But I said I don't want in drama, and I don't want
right,
drama.
right.
It's not healthy. It's not good.
Right. Absolutely. No, I apologize to you. Have I not? Stephanie,
Yes. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Absolutely.
I apologize to her most times on the phone. We was on the phone for like what, like 30, 40 minutes?
Yep.
Yeah, we
Yeah, you
talked.
apologized,
Yeah,
and I apologize. We can move forward from here.
yeah, yeah. I don't want no beef with nobody on here. I just want to be able to support people, and just be able to chat and have fun. You know, I know one day I know this will get old, and grow away from it, and you look back and be like, dang, I really grew away from all of that stuff. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I know this is not
It's
me.
just not, it's not, for me, it's not fun because I just can't be mean to people and then be with myself and be okay with myself.
Right. Yeah. 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 Like I said, Stephanie is a great person. And that's what I want, and Stephanie, see, like we said on the phone, people don't give a person a chance to explain. You know what I'm saying? They just take little bits and pieces. And I'm glad that you were able to hear the full story, the reason, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Or whatnot.
Well,
And
really, that's not important. What you do now, right? Like you're building your YouTube channel, your platform. What you
I'm
do on there now is all that matters.
thinking about this. I'm thinking about going on there today and delete. I don't know.
Well, I'm just saying what you do
Yeah.
now is what matters. Nobody's past
Yeah.
defines them.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, and I got Stephanie back now. You know what I'm saying? I got Stephanie back now. I Stephanie, I said some horrible things. That's not me. You know what I'm saying? It's not me. And you know, like I said, I wouldn't want to talk about my mom like that. You know what I would do if a man talked about my mother like that? You have beautiful kids. You have a
No,
nice
my
husband.
husband wasn't happy with you at all.
Exactly. And I don't blame him. You know what I'm saying? Of course. I know he wanted to come find me and
Yeah, he
probably,
loves me a lot.
and that's respectful. I wouldn't want it to be done with me. I just understand from this point on, if I don't have anything nice to say, I'm not gonna say it. I mean, I'm gonna give my opinion, but I'm not gonna be as ruthless, you know what I'm saying? And as harsh, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it is, and I'm glad I was able to get,
Did you
past
delete the
it.
video? They said you did.
Huh?
Did you delete your video?
Yeah, I deleted all the videos.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I deleted them. I deleted them right before I got on. And
Yeah, I
you
did
remember when
that
I
this
texted you
morning.
and told you I deleted them? Yeah, I deleted the video. Yeah, it's not up there no more. I deleted the video. I think I gotta go on Twitter and delete some stuff if I haven't already. Um, so they said Amber K said what hit me. Apologize again. I'm so sorry, Stephanie. Stephanie, no, I'm sorry.
Amber Kay is one of my best friends. She's
Oh,
an amazing person.
yeah, yeah. Friends gonna ride. They're gonna ride or die. They're gonna ride. They're gonna ride or die. And I don't. You know, I don't. You know, I'm not mad at them for that.
Yeah, totally. And look, I got things to do. Mitchell wants to watch House of Cards today. So I was like, okay, we'll do that. But if anybody has any questions before we go, I'm not going to stay on a whole lot longer because I do have things to do.
Wait, Steph, wait, House of Cards? Is that a movie about like a guy he's running for president or
It's a
is it not?
show. Yes, but
No.
it's a show.
Oh, he's like running for president or he's secretary of state or something like that. Isn't that?
It's something about the White House. I do know that much.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, okay,
And
cool,
I'm
cool, cool.
totally into that kind of thing. So I
Yeah,
think
if you want to ask me some questions, I'm open, y'all. I'm open. Um,
ask him if he learned anything about this and the community at Incredible G.
oh, somebody asked me that.
Yes.
Oh, if you learn, yes, yes. I learned that y'all, when y'all, if y'all love somebody, y'all gonna go to bat for them. Y'all are not gonna let. I learned that, and you know what? Another thing I learned: people are gonna have their opinions. I'm not gonna jump in nobody else's beef. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to just rock with who I rock with, support them. I mean, I just learned that certain things don't get away in this community, and you know, you guys are gonna roll for who you guys gonna roll for, you know, and y'all not gonna back down. You
Yes,
know?
IBF, that's what we talked about on the phone. He totally is going to back off of Captain
Oh
Napkin.
yes. If Captain is willing to talk, I would love to talk to Captain. I would love to talk to Captain Napkin, and it
She's a
takes
great,
time.
she's a great girl.
I don't expect her to get on the phone with me later on and say, "Yeah, what the fuck you want to talk?" You know, I expect her. I expect time. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to give her that time. You know what I'm saying?
Well, she's an understanding person, but when she sees things, she's like me. If she sees things that she thinks don't make sense or is weird, she'll talk about it. But she's not going to go on and drag people and be a complete asshole. You know what I mean?
Right. So hopefully you guys will give me another chance and forgive me. You know, hopefully you guys will do that. And it takes time, you know. I'm only 23 years old. I mean, I have a long life ahead of me. And I don't want to miss my blessing. I don't want this to stop anything that the good Lord has for me. Yes, I make mistakes. Yes, you know, I'm not a perfect Christian. Yes, I've surrendered my ministerial license a year ago. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I'm not a perfect person. You know, so we're gonna make mistakes, gonna say things that are hurtful. You know, everybody is. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I'm not gonna. You know, I'm just thankful. I'm just thankful that some people are not God. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, it's people like Stephanie. You know, it's people like other people in the chat. You know, that can forgive a person and know that a person you see more in a person than what they're putting out. You know, and then it's people that needs time. You know what I'm saying? You need time, and you know, and I.
Actions speak louder than words. They really do.
Right. Someone said, "Thou should not commit douchebaggery."
Hey, James.
Exactly. Tomorrow is a new day, and let me tell y'all something. I feel a lot better, Stephanie. And I'm not trying. I don't want to get emotional and cry because Stephanie, I really felt really bad. You know, like I told you last night when I got off the stream, I deleted it, and I got this bad headache. I felt like I was getting sick, and I was like, "Wait, Lord, what's going on?" Because I'm like, and then conviction just hit me like, "This is not me. this is not me. I know me. And a lot of people was like, gee, we're disappointed in you. You know what I'm saying? You know, we know you're better than this, you know, and they didn't shut me out. They held on to me like Diane, you know, Diane, you know, said, I know you're better than this, G. And sometimes you just got to be humble, swallow your pride, and just admit that you're wrong and do better. You know what I'm saying? Do better. And I'm going to do better. I'm going to do better. I'm going to do better. And you know, and I want to do better. I want to be better. You know what I'm saying? And I want to make my family proud and the people that support me proud. You know, I'm not going to let someone who really, really hates me get the victory. And when I do things like this, I think that's what they're doing. I'm a winner. You're a winner. We are winners, you know, and there's some people that wake up every day that they actually want to tear people down. But then you have
Oh, Iris
people.
Marie said, Stephanie, our
Oh,
info.
wait, what happened? Wait, what they say? I didn't see it. I'm
Gave
sorry.
you my info. They want to know who gave you my info.
On on what info? Are you talking about
I mean, you know Mitchell's whole name. Like nobody ever has
yeah,
said Mitchell's middle name.
I said that earlier. I don't want to open up another can of worms. And I told you this over the phone, you know, out of confidentiality, you know,
Mhm.
it's just something that I just believe in so much so, you know, as far as your address, your social security number, your personal phone number, now that stuff I would never put out, you know, never do that. You know what I'm saying? But you know, you told me some stuff that you know that I can educate myself on as it relates to that. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
You know, as a stalker, you know, you talked about you had a stalker that will, you know, contact people and say here, you know what I'm saying? And you know, you educated me on that. And the thing about it is that I know how that can be. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know how that can be. That's the crazy part about it. I know how that can be. So I just oh hell no, I don't talk to Trisha. Hell no. Hell no. No. I don't talk to her. No, 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 no. I don't talk to her. Me and Trisha haven't spoken when since October what 27th or something. No, not the 27th. It was what? It was a while back, way back. I haven't talked to Trisha in a long time. You know, I don't deal with Trisha. Trisha did some very dirty stuff to me. You know, are you aware about? Do you know about the porch, Stephanie?
What do you mean?
Well, I guess they're the people that raised some money for her, and she had went
Oh,
to
the porch. Okay, sorry.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, the probation officer said that I had raised some money for her and her family to go out of town to evacuate from Hurricane Florence because it really tore our area up bad. And the people was, you know, saying that they wanted her money back because the money wasn't really going to what she had raised it for. And then she blamed me and said that I was beside her raising money. You know,
Mhm.
on the thing, you know, and everybody was like, "Oh no, that's a lie," you know, because the porch raised money for her, and you know, even during that time, he wasn't nowhere near, you know, nowhere around. You know, I wasn't even on YouTube when she was raising money for Hurricane Florence to evacuate. All I know is she contacted me when she came back. And she said she wanted to go help some lady. It was a black lady. Her name was Lily. She spent over $100 on a lady. Then she said she was broke.
Yeah, I don't know what I don't know a whole lot about that. I do know though that my power was out for like 5 days, and it was
Yeah,
right at the beach because I live like an hour and a half away from
right.
there, I think.
Yeah. So I mean, you know, Stephanie, I'll talk to you, and I'll talk to you, and you know, then you can tell them, you know, or
Yeah,
whatever, you
yeah.
know.
I mean, we could we could talk about that. I mean, we
Yeah,
did talk about it privately before this, and
yeah,
I just me personally, I think he is. I think somebody is pretending to be somebody else. I could be wrong. I don't know, but that's just my feeling on the
yeah.
situation.
I'll tell you, and then you know, you can share with them, you know what I'm saying? Because I just don't, you know, I know you're a forgiving person, and I know you know bullshit, you know, when you see bullshit, and you know, just like with me and this is a guy, you know, this guy going around telling people a lot of stuff that's not even true. You know what I'm saying? Then nobody's giving me the chance to explain myself. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Sometimes you're
Well,
like, you know what? I
yeah,
know them. I'm moving on. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, and there, and like I told you, there are people in my family that I don't talk to. So
Yeah.
who knows? Who
Yeah.
knows?
Yeah. So are you getting off or?
Yeah, I'm gonna hop off here. I'm gonna
Okay.
watch House of Cards, spend some time with Mitchell because I did not yesterday.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I got to finish writing this story. I told you about the Popeye story that I'm doing. This lady found a rat head in her Popeye's
That's
chicken.
so gross.
Yeah, I got a picture and stuff. Like, I'll send you the link to it once I'm done, so you can read the story. It's pretty disgusting.
Okay, well, like I said, we'll move forward from here. We could talk to each other privately.
Yeah.
So
And
anything
thank you,
we
Stephanie.
need to discuss, we can discuss privately.
Yeah, thank you, Stephanie, for forgiving me.
Yeah.
Really appreciate it. Thank you for giving me another chance, and thank you all for accepting it. I mean, at least I didn't get too attacked too bad. So.
All right, guys, I will talk to you later. Maybe I'll come on tonight. I might be live with Renee tonight. I'm not sure. I haven't talked to her yet. I know she was busy last night.
All right.
And I'll talk to you guys soon.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Bye.